What's up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890 back with another edition of In the Lab. Now, with this one, I'm actually going to review a show. If you guys can see right here behind you, right here, those are all my DVDs. I usually don't buy too many DVDs. I don't really have a huge collection. I usually just buy shows if they're really, really good, or they have a couple of interesting matches that I really want to see on them. I've probably over the last 10 years maybe got like 200 DVDs. So I'm not huge on, I don't buy every show like all the a lot of other guys on here on YouTube. So, but every once in a while when I come upon something that I really thought was good, I'll do a review of it and let you guys know what I think. So with that, I'm going to review this show right here, Noah Genesis, in Germany. It's basically Pro Wrestling Noah teamed up with WXW, which is West Side Extreme Wrestling. If you guys never heard of West Side Extreme Wrestling, check out Smart Mark Video. They got some really good stuff. Check out their 16 karat gold tournament. Pretty much the best tournament every year, at least for the indies. They never do any mainstream tournaments, I don't believe. Yeah, they never do any mainstream tournaments. So probably the best tournament all of, anywhere. This year's was very good, so was last year's. But with this, they basically teamed up with WXW, which Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli are mainstays over there. They go over there quite a bit to Germany and wrestle. So with this show, I was very excited because I'm a huge Chris Hero and Claudio fan. That was the main reason I picked this up, and I'd seen other people give it very good reviews, and in my personal opinion, quite possibly the best, if not one of the best shows all of this year. So I'm going to start off. A guy named Axeman versus Satoshi Kajiwara. Seen Axeman a couple times in 16 karat. Okay, not bad. Japanese guys are always good, This was a decent match. Very short, like 7-8 minutes or something like that. I'd probably say 2 3/4, 2.5 stars on this. Very good for how short it was, but it was a good opener. Axeman getting the win on it. Definitely not anything worth skipping. It was actually, pretty decent for the short amount of time they gave it. Next would be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taiji Ishimori. Some of you guys probably know Taiji Ishimori from, Noah. Been a mainstay over there for a while. Zack Sabre Jr. is kind of breaking out this year. Very good talent. Actually got a couple other WXW shows where he faced Chris Hero. Just a very good match. He had the match he had against Davey Richards at 16 karat gold tournament, which was very good as well. This was really good, and this was very short. This was like 10 minutes long. Just very good match. I was not expecting this to be that good for the short amount of time they gave it. Just all kinds of reversals in this, and just really cool stuff. 3.5, 3 3/4 stars. I'm leaning 3 3/4. I really like this. The only thing that might keep it from being 3 3/4 is the ending. It ended very abrupt with like a flash pin. I didn't really expect it, but overall very good match, and definitely not a skipper as well. Next match is Big Van Walter versus, I want to make sure I say this right, Shuhei. I have no idea if that's right. Shuhei Taniguchi. We'll just say Taniguchi. I don't know how to say his first name. And it's for the WXW Unified World Heavyweight Championship. This wasn't bad. This was a big man type match. A big man back and forth type match. If you ever seen Big Van Walter, he's purely a power type guy. He's not bad. He's not great either, but he won 16 karat gold last year, I believe. Yeah, against Chris Hero, and then he lost this year to Sami Callihan. So I mean, not a bad guy. He's okay. Big guy though. And same thing with Taguchi. He's a power type Japanese wrestler. So this was just a battle of just big type moves, and it was fun, but nothing super great. So I'm gonna give that 3 stars. Like I said, still nothing skippable. Next, there's a 3-on-3 match with a group of basically WXW homegrown type talent. It's Adam Polak, Karsten, Beck, Tommy End versus Emil, Satoshi, Johnny Moss, and Two-Face. Now, one thing about WXW is they have a core of very talented, guys, but at the same time, they have some guys that are not very good at all. Tommy End, Emil Satoshi, and Johnny Moss are all very good. Johnny Moss is a big guy that you wouldn't think would be a very good wrestler the way if you looked at him, but he's actually very talented. Tommy End is very good as well, and so is Emil Satoshi. Adam Cole and Karsten Beck to me are just, I don't like either guy. I think they don't look the part, they don't wrestle the part, they're just not very good. And Two-Face, haven't seen very much of him, but from what I saw, he's not bad. But this was an okay match. A lot of spots in this. Emil Satoshi does a nasty dive and towards the beginning of this, like almost to the magnitude of the Undertaker dive at WrestleMania, where he pretty much just lands directly on his head, and I thought he was dead. And he jumped up like 20 seconds later and was like, I'm good, guys, let's go. And the match was pretty much a lot of spots, but it was still fun for the most part once they got the crappier guys out of there. But this was okay. Like I said, this was 3 stars as well. Next, we get into the meat of this review here, because this is where the show starts getting really good. Ricky Marvin versus Katsuhiko Nakajima. Now, Nakajima's very, very good. If you haven't seen Nakajima, he did a couple tours of Ring of Honor, wrestles for Kensuke Office, wrestles for Noah. Very, very talented guy. And Ricky Marvin as well as wrestled for Noah and other Mexican organizations as well. So this right here was very good. Ricky Marvin is one of the guys that I just keep wanting to see in America. There's a lot of American indie talent that I want to see him face, but he just hasn't ever come over and done anything with them. This was just stiff from the beginning. Just a flat-out stiff battle. These guys just kicked the shit out of each other, just going back and forth, Katsuhiko Nakajima getting the win on this, and just both guys just getting a match of the year. I didn't think it was a match of the year, but the crowd was just very, very into this match. I'm going to go 4 stars on this. Very, very good. Definitely would recommend this just for the brutal, brutal kicks to in this match. Just it's nuts. Next match is Bad Bones versus Go Shiozaki. Bad Bones is probably my favorite WXW talent. I keep wanting to see him in America as well. Very talented big man. The first time I saw this guy, I was just like, man, this guy, I don't think this guy is, he probably just can't go. And he did. And he, had some good matches with Danielson, had some good matches with Hero, just had good matches with anybody he's been in the ring with. And, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, Shiozaki, Bad Bones, this is one match I really want to see. And it wasn't as good as what I thought it was going to be. But it was still pretty good. Go Shiozaki, just being Go Shiozaki. The guy is just great. A lot of people call him a poor man's Kenta Kobashi. And being a poor man's Kenta Kobashi is better than being, a lot of other things. So this match was pretty good. I'll go 3.5 stars on this. Very good as well, but not as good as what I thought it was going to be. Next, definitely the match of the night. Chris Hero versus Kenta. I've seen these guys face off numerous times before. This, the thing about WXW that I really like is they have a very edgy feel about them. And the one thing I always felt about a Chris Hero Kenta match that would set this match over the top would be, an underground kind of like Street Fighter type feel to it. With WXW, everyone surrounds the ring. There's no chairs. Everyone stands up. They're literally at the ring. They're hammering on the ring, with their hands. And the crowd was just mega into this. Just, I would have said this many times, wrestling-wise, Chris Hero is the best wrestler in the world. I don't really care what anybody says. He doesn't get highlighted as, being the best wrestler in the world in Ring of Honor because he's, with Claudio on a tag team. But everywhere else he goes, as in an independent, he always has the best match on the card. And that's how it is with this. His match against Kenta, 4.5 stars. It's in my top, my top 10 matches of the year right now. Just very, very good. With the other WXW shows I bought as well, the one from Philly and the one from Union City, he had both the best matches on both those shows. He had a 4.5 star match with Daisuke Sekimoto, and he had a 4.25 match with Zack Sabre Jr. So, this guy is consistently having the best match on every other indie except for Ring of Honor because he's not in a singles. He's not doing singles. And he had a match with Eddie Edwards in Ring of Honor this year and was like 4.5. I haven't even seen it. And I will just completely believe that it was 4.5. So, if you don't believe this guy's the best wrestler in the world, you check out every other indie he wrestles in because he always has the best match on the card. I just don't know what else to say. This was very, very good. Definitely the match on this show. If you watch anything, that would be the #1 match to watch on this. Very, very good. Just stiff, just brutal, just must go out of your way to see this match. And then the main event, the GHC Heavyweight Championship, the Global Honor Crown, which is Noah's title, which the champion at the time, Takashi Sugiura versus Claudio Castagnoli. Now I was expecting very, very good things out of this, and this is very good as well. I'll give this 4.25 stars. A little bit longer than the Hero match. The thing I liked about this was You know, Claudio usually, I feel like when he has matches, I feel like he's always so much bigger and so much genetically more like talented, and he has more strength than everyone. With this, I felt like it was an even match. You know, I felt like at times Takashi Sugiura was the, I guess you could say, the more dominant person in this match, and kind of took control of this, and it was cool to see that. Because you know, Claudio is one of those guys that usually takes control of a match and is usually the the aggressor. And Takashi Sugiura just pulled a great match here as well. Probably, if you talk about overall quality as a champion, he's probably been one of the best champions. You know, all of this year, and you know, it just was a great match. Definitely I would say 4.25 here on this. You know, and this right here, this is one of the best shows I've seen all of this year. I would highly recommend this show for you to check out. If you're going to just pick up indie shows that are just very good, this would be very good, and I would check this out. It's on smartmarkvideo.com, so I would check this out. Overall, I'm going to give this 9.5-ish. I can't really decide. I want to go 9. I'd probably say it's just as good as Ring of Honor. I think Honor Takes Center Stage, Night 1, which I think was the best show of the year I've seen so far. So, I mean, I'd probably say it's pretty close to being just with that. And the thing about this is, there's no storylines with this. There's no this, there's no that. It's basically just an exhibition show, super show, versus WXW versus Noah. And just good matches. You don't really need a storyline with this kind of show. So, I definitely say I'd recommend this show. Check this out, guys. If you see this guy, you know, let me know what you guys think of this. Definitely recommend it. So thanks, guys.